Let's start with upmanship, a rather strange word, but it's fundamental to the program committee and why we're here. Upmanship comes in one of two kinds of definitions. The more obvious one is to do better, the art or practice of outdoing or keeping one jump ahead of a friend or competitor. So can you continuously try and improve your performance? The second notion is a little bit more complex and a little bit more ethically tinged, and it's more directly related to corporate social responsibility. And I'm going to show you a slide 2 from now which will make it clear in a triangle what we mean, because we're talking about whether your decisions are at the basest level just minimizing harm, or whether you've found a CSR program or a community engagement program or an embedding of sustainability that moves up that triangle to a rarer space, which is doing no harm. And then rather than just settle for doing no harm or minimizing harm, we're going to be encouraging actually doing good. A few ground rules, if I can, please. You're here as an individual, not as a spokesperson for a firm. There are 2 media people that are here, but they've been instructed and agreed to they will not be quoting anyone by name for attribution. Your prior consent was received for being able to release information about yourself, your telephone and or your email address. Everybody that is a presenter is in a section in the binder, and everyone who is a participant is also in the binder toward the end of the binder. And as a registrant, you have unlimited e-library access for 6 months to all 4 days, all presentations, all Toronto and all Calgary. This is the decision-making triangle that we're emphasizing. And again, the notion is, can you up your performance? And if there aren't options in the blue or the red, can you generate still additional action study options so you can move up the hierarchy? And that's what we're emphasizing. The ideal is doing good, best practices is doing no harm, and minimizing harm is incremental improvement. They're all acceptable, but you have the opportunity of moving up that triangle in terms of ethicality of decision making. I'd like to acknowledge the conference sponsors, Enbridge, EDC, and Scotiabank. I'd like to honor the media sponsors for this program, which includes CBSR, Corporate Knights, Ethical Corporation, Ontario Environment Network, Sustainability Learning Centre, Thomson Reuters, and TSSS. In addition, I'm thankful for event production partners, Bullfrog Power. This is offset, all of the energy consumed in this conference is offset with green energy from Bullfrog. Plum Communications, PSAV, Production Services, and Zach and Mike are here from PSAV. We thank you very much for your support. And Your Media Matters. Those of you that have had the last-minute questions or the particular wrinkles with not quite figuring out how to register and 101 other things that make a conference work, that all was essentially the activity of Tammy Lambert at Your Media Matters. And she's done a terrific job, and we presented her with a large bouquet of flowers, and she got a great round of applause in Toronto for her work. We have an interesting concept. One of the innovative components to this program is we actually have millennials here from MBA or from corporate communications programs that are going to be telling you what they expect from you as an employer. They're CSR motivated, they're in CSR programs. They want to tell you what they expect to see from you, and this is your chance to be able to say to them some things like, how come you never accept criticism? How come you expect to be executive vice president in 18 months? And other kinds of generational gaps like that. One of the delightful components was having those students interact with the audience in Toronto. and we're hoping that you will find students from Bow Valley College and from Mount Royal University here to be equally stimulating. That's on day 2. We were privileged to put on a number of programs yesterday. 4 of them were completely sold out, and so we're delighted to be able to indicate that those programs, 4 of them will be again made available in 2015, 2016 as courses.